Om Shanti. How lucky I am that without spending a penny, I am meeting all of you here. These days, to get a visa also, you have to run about and do a lot of effort. So, how lucky I am that I can meet our brothers and sisters from all over the world in this Baba's Gyan Sarovar. Brahma Baba used to say, and Avyakt Baba also says, that topic is not important. You know, Baba says, your state should be top. And it doesn't matter what is the topic of your sharing. Because we are not sharing for debate or for argument, we are just sharing with love. So when sister told me that the topic is silence of the mind, first thing that came to my mind was silence of the lamps. I have heard that there is some movie or something called Silence of the Lamps. I can only visualize that lamps are so meek, then some powerful lion must have silenced them, put them into silence. I can only think. Anyhow, neither you are lamps nor I am lion, so we can easily go ahead and come out alive. While I was in the lift, sister told me that here we are experimenting with what you call Marjiva. What is Marjiva in English? Dying alive. And she said, I think 56 or so many have died alive today. So I became concerned whether they became alive again or not. You see. Now, this topic is so nice. It is good that it is silence of the mind. It was silence of the mouth. It would have been still better. And you are going to have silence of the mouth after half an hour. At 7 o'clock. Prakashmani Dadi used to say in Hindi called Man Ka Maun, that silence of the mind is the foundation of silence of the mouth. You know, we have to distinguish between peace and silence. In the whole world, they are talking about peace of mind. And we are talking here about silence of mind. So those who want peace of mind, there was a big program, 2,500 people had gathered. I said, you want peace? He said, yes. So I became silent for 5 minutes. And they all became restless or peaceless. You know, because to think of peace is one thing, and to experience peace, you require silence. And they have no experience of silence, so they are peaceful only where there is no silence, no stillness. You will find in the world, people cannot experience peace in a state of silence. They experience more peace when there is activity, movement, mind is wandering here and there. Only I think Baba's children can really experience peace because they can experience silence. Now see, starting from the beginning, the soul, we say Om Shanti, and we translate into I am peace. Why not translate into I am silence? When we are in our permanent home, I think all of you know your permanent home. Huh? Just raise your hand if you know your permanent address, home address. So we have two permanent addresses, one in the body and one without the body. So without the body, permanent address is such that you may be away from your home for 4,900 years. Still, that is fixed for us. It is only our address, nobody else can go there. But we can experience the silence of our permanent home also here only in Confluence. When we actually go to our permanent home, you will not know who your neighbor is on the left side and who your neighbor is on the right side. We are just souls in our seed form. So, when we are in our permanent home, what is our state? Peace or silence? What is our state in our permanent home? Peace or silence? Or both? Those who say both, raise your hands. Peace and silence both. Very good. Don't feel shy. Don't look left, right. Raise your hands high. High, little high. Sister made you stand and raise your hands. I am only telling you to sit and raise your hands. So, yes. All right. Thank you. In that, our permanent home, it is called silence world. Peace is a comparative state, and peace you experience when you are in body. So there it is silence. I will not use the word dead silence, but actually there is that type of silence. In our permanent home, we do not even know that we are silent. And what to speak of souls? Baba, Shiv Baba. I think it was today's Murli or yesterday's. Baba says, I am in that silence home, and when the time comes, I start feeling, I don't know what you do it, say in English, uneasy or something like that. I want to, Restless, yes. So see, God is feeling restless when the time comes. So till that moment, we are in dead silence, and suddenly all of us start feeling restless when our time comes. In the same way, I think in Gyan Sarovar also, or anywhere, you would have noticed trees, various type of trees, mango trees, guava trees, they are just standing without anything happening till their time comes. And suddenly the mango season comes, then small sort of flowers emerge, and then some aroma or some scent also starts coming, and slowly, but that only starts automatically when their time comes. So similarly, we are there, and when our respective time of acting comes, so something, activity starts. Of course, Baba is restless because we are restless. The children make their parent restless. Otherwise, Baba is very comfortable giving visions to the bhagats and like that. So in that world, that in our original world, original state, permanent state of ourselves is silence. Now, when silence is gone, it is replaced by what? It is not replaced by only sound. We cannot say that sound is the opposite of silence. Because movement, in the state of total silence, you don't even move. But movement also is now that silence is gone. That is the difference between subtle region, our angelic stage, and our incorporeal stage. When we are in angelic form, there is no sound. Or is there sound? No sound. And we can experience almost everything without sound. Say, all of you must have had dreams. Is there anyone who never had a dream? Not dream of the future, but dreams which you have in your sleep. Is there anyone who didn't have a dream at all? No. So when we are dreaming, there is no sound, but you are experiencing everything. Some talk is going on, somebody is chasing you. And once Brahma Baba had a dream that a snake was chasing Brahma Baba, so Baba narrated in the evening class. So, say you fall from a plane, you really start feeling fear. So, it is not silence, but yet there is no sound. So we should not mix up silence and sound. Today's topic is what? Silence of the mind. Now mind may cause us to speak, but even without speaking, mind can do all the activity in the same way as an angel does or we do in our dream. So when we say silence of the mind, what does it mean? In our permanent state of the soul, mind even does not know that it is silent or not silent because everything is inert. We are like a seed, having potential. But when we take body, mind starts thinking. Mind is the thinking faculty of the soul. We all know. So thinking can be little, thinking can be necessary, thinking can be pleasant, and thinking can be otherwise also. It is not that as soon as the soul gets the body and mind starts thinking in the sense that it loses its silence or its state of tranquility or peace. For that, you look at the golden age. Baba says, for all answers to your questions, bring the picture of Lakshmi Narayan in front of you, which is on your badge. So they also have mind, they also have thoughts, but they have got clean and clear mind, pure mind, complete mind, perfect mind. So, just imagine when we were in the golden age, and not for a few years, but for half the cycle, golden and silver age. Half the cycle, total part of our drama, half of that. What was the state of our minds? So the state of our minds in our permanent home was that mind did not know anything, soul did not know anything, no thoughts. But when we come in the pure world, mind has to think. The deities speak also, although they speak very little, but is necessary. They act also, they experience also. So in that state, we can only now imagine, in that state, only that much thoughts were raised. Only. Not a single extra thought in the beginning, in the year 111. Only those thoughts were raised which got translated into words and action. Very sweet and pleasant thoughts, benevolent thoughts, good thoughts. So naturally words also become sweet. And Baba says that all my children have to be sweet. Though no risk of diabetes in sweet talk. So naturally our actions will also be like that. And we can test ourselves if whether we have any percentage of anger, irritation, dissatisfaction, discontentment by just testing our speech. Because action can be temporarily concealed also. But your speech will tell. Anybody who tastes a liquid can tell how sweet it is, or sour, or sweet and sour. So our speech itself, you will find some soul speaks so sweetly that you remember for years what they spoke. I think it must be 40 years before today. In the city of Amritsar, we were going door to door for some godly service. So in one bungalow, a girl came out. It was a Sikh family. She spoke so sweetly, I remember up to today. Although I have heard so many sweet people talking sweetly. Naturally, she had no gyan also. So therefore, the souls in all of us in the beginning, we had only, in other words, our thought, our word and our action were in line. No distinction, no disparity, no extra thoughts. And we all know that there is a clash between quantity and quality. The quantity grows, the quality comes down. That is why Baba has restricted the number of deities, golden age and silver age. Because if the quantity grows, what will happen? You might have heard of a character called Narad. Have you heard of a character, mythological character called Narad? So he went to Shiv Baba and said, Baba, whatever drama you have made, he did not know, Baba has not made the drama. He said, in the Iron Age, so many crowds, people are queuing up, people are crowded, and in the Golden Age, very few people. Won't it be balance and justice if you transfer some of them from Iron Age to Golden Age, because so many facilities are available? Actually, those are surplus. So why don't you do that? He told God, Shiv Baba. What Baba would have done? Baba just smiled. Baba said, okay, child, I allow you to go to the Iron Age, go to any part of the world where you see crowd. People are stuffed into the same hut. You can bring as many as you like, and I will send them to heaven. Okay? The story is long, time is short. So what happened? He went to one person, two persons, they all made excuses. He went to an old lady who was having a stick and bent back. And she also was all the time calling, oh Baba, call me back, I am so suffering. And he thought she will go, because when he failed with so many, he said, what face I will show to God? I couldn't bring even one. So he thought, this is a sure customer. So he narrated to her the good news and everything. Every morning you are saying, oh God, call me. So God has sent me, and a seat in heaven is assured for you. Please come. She said, no, I have lot of things to do. I have to marry my granddaughter, this and that, and see the face of the son of my grandson, and so on. Then why you are praying God? He said, that I am doing as a routine. Then when he insisted, then she said, am I the only person left? You go to others. So what I mean to say is, so this is the situation. We ourselves have got so adjusted now to the situation. Every time our belt is tightened more and more. See the situation in Golden Age and today. But we have got used to it. Many BKs actually are thinking, such a heavy crown we will be wearing all the time, such big dress, it may make us feel uneasy and so on, you know. Therefore, what will we do with such big palaces? If you have to clean a house of 7 rooms, it takes half the day. And if there is a big palace with 100 rooms, what will happen, you know, all the day cleaning or what? So we can't imagine the situation there. So what I mean is, coming back from the diversion, what I mean is that we had few thoughts which were required, and there was pure soul, no karmic account, no waste thoughts, and so on. But slowly, let us come back straight to today's situation. Today, what is happening? That there is a syndrome called TAT, T-A-T-T. T-A-T-T means tired all the time. Tired all the time. Achha. Because we think too much, and when the time of action comes, we are tired. I think you have heard of a topic also called think before you think. Because you can't think before they say think before you speak, look before you leap, and so on. But you cannot start thinking before doing every action. So it has to be natural. So, in the golden age, our natural nature was in alignment with nature, and I won't classify the thoughts as positive thoughts, constructive, but the thoughts were pure and good of everyone. And today, you see, people are giving talks on thoughts, thought process, and they are classifying thoughts into necessary thoughts and positive thoughts and waste thoughts and negative, so on and so forth. So if we see in the whole day how much we think, how much we speak, and how much we act. So compared to the thoughts, very little. And even our thoughts have affected our speech and action also. We speak extra, we act also more than required. But the thoughts are so many that people are talking of peace of mind. The animals get natural sleep. Animals don't take sleeping pills, or they don't get massage done, or watch the TV or read books in order to sleep, get to sleep. Animals don't require hot tea to wake up, or an alarm clock to wake up. And we are human beings. So, even our natural capacity to sleep also has got disturbed. By what? By our mind. A few days ago there was a Murli, and Baba said that I give you so much inheritance and you earn so much that even your sleep will be like a person who sleeps after earning lot of money and there is contentment on the person's face. Of course, there are people who want to sleep. How? There was a gentleman, he was looking at the mirror in the daytime with closed eyes. So his wife asked, "What are you doing?" He said, "I am trying to visualize how I look when I am sleeping." So that is also there. But you can check people. If someone is sleeping, you can see the face and see whether the person is having peaceful sleep. Even when someone leaves body, people go and see, oh, he looks like he died so peacefully. But every day, are we able to sleep naturally, whenever we like? There are a few examples of person like Gandhi. He used to sleep while moving in a car also. But there are few examples. Can we get up, wake up naturally? This is one example. In our Satyuga, even death was like that. How people left the body. The word death was not there. How the deities left the body and how they got into the body. Because most people want liberation from bodies. They think that some amount of suffering will be there when I leave body. And some amount of pain will be there, if not to me, to my mother when I am born. But Baba has said that the exact moment when you sleep, at that time, do you know that now you are going to sleep or you just disconnect? What is the experience? When the exact moment when you go to sleep every day, do you have experience of that or you just go to sleep? And when you get up in the morning, just your eyes open and you are there. Of course, they want us to sleep, I think, try to sleep. So they have closed the lights. Of course, if you are sleeping in your own place, in your own room, the direction of your bed, you know everything. But if you are put up in Gyan Sarovar, in a 20 bed, what you call dormitory, and the direction of your bed is different, then of course when you wake up, suddenly you think, where am I? But of course after 1 or 2 moments you know I am where. But the fact is that in the golden age, we just leave the body just as we sleep, and we get into the new body just as we wake up. Now, today's situation is that our mind goes on creating thoughts. Of course, today we say nobody can stop thoughts of the mind. It is the faculty of thinking. So mind will keep on thinking, thinking and thinking, incessantly thinking. And even if you want to stop the mind for 30 seconds from thinking, only 30 seconds. Can you do that? You are yogis, meditating for years. Now also you will meditate after 15 minutes. Can you stop the thinking of the mind just for 30 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 30? Yes, brother is raising hand. You can? Wonderful. Okay. So we will have a championship competition. Who can stop the mind thinking for longer period? But the fact of the matter is, if you think that you can stop thinking, you are only thinking not to think. You will be thinking, I have not to think anything. Still you are thinking. So therefore, the faculty of the mind, its nature is to think. But what is within our control is not to stop thinking, but to slow down the speed of thinking. Slow down the number of thoughts that we raise. As I told you, in the beginning, only those thoughts naturally arose which were necessary. Today, all thoughts arise excepting those which are necessary. You want to meditate, you want to go to Paramdham, with good intention, you sit down, even the light is changed, a song is played, still, after 1 minute what happens? The rocket, instead of going to Venus, is moving towards Saturn. Why so? And then you suddenly shake your head, no, I have to go to Venus. All right. Then you sit for Venus again. Then you will find it is going to Jupiter. And like that. So it means the scientists can control the rocket sitting here with their instruments. And we cannot control, there is a whole murli about the scientists and the BKs, what we do and what they do. I will not go into that, but today our minds are overacting. And when the cells in the body overact, what happens? So we have to bring it under control. The more we can bring it in our own control, the more we will be closer to our topic of Silence of the mind. Now, if something has gone out of control, say your car brakes fail, then what happens? Suddenly the brakes of your car fail, what happens? You know? Even if the brakes don't fail, you are in a traffic jam or you are in traffic and you have got a very fast moving car. Can you drive faster than the speed of the traffic? If you try to do that, you will hit the car in front of you. Can you drive slower than the speed of the traffic? If you slow down, the car behind you will hit you or start honking. So therefore, Dadi Janki uses the word patience. We can use the word drama, that we are all actors in the drama. And we have to do our acting and dialogue exactly as required in the drama. If we do little more or less, our role will not be good. I am supposed to speak at a particular level. I speak very slow, I start whispering, it will not be good. If I start talking very loud, they will think it is Ravan who is acting, not Ram who is acting, you know. Therefore, Baba has said, even to overcome our obstacles and even to stop waste thoughts, that we have to check it at the point of our mind or thoughts. And for that, we have to see the silence of the mind or the peace of the mind means that our thoughts are minimized according to our state. If those thoughts are 10,000, tomorrow they should be 9,999. Then there is progress. You know, one person was teaching, adding to his son, adding. So he said, if you add up 80 with 40, what it will be? Then son said 190. So he said, he patted on his back, asked his wife to bring chocolate for the child. Very good, you will shine the name of the family. 80 plus 40 is equal to 190. Okay? So one person was passing by, first he thought, why should I interfere? But he could not remain. He said, sir, do you know counting yourself? And he's saying 80 plus 40, 190, and you are giving him chocolate and petting him. He said, you do not know the full story. And unless someone knows the full story, you can arrive at wrong conclusions. He said, yesterday he had said 220. So now he is saying 190, he is coming closer to therefore I am patting him. So in the same way I am telling you that if you are having 10,000 thoughts, if you bring it to 9,919, we will give you toli. And if someone has 20,000, in the same proportion. So Baba does not give a hard and fast rule. He says, according to your own state. Even for these waste thoughts, Baba has said, you fix your own time. All my children, according to your capacity, according to your daily routine, you fix your own time, fix 1 hour, half an hour. But during that period, carefully see that no thought which is wasteful or not required is raised. So if we check for half an hour, appointed time as per our need, then next day it will change one. So slowly. So many people ask her, have you become perfect? So we can tell them this story and then they will understand. Now, you will find any thought arising out of the weaknesses. Maybe it is enmity, it is ego, it is feeling of revenge or hiding some mistake. Their speed will be very fast. You see, very fast. Supposing a newly married young couple brings a crockery set, very expensive crockery set they buy for their home. And when they reach home, their child, you will say how child came to newly married couple, so sorry, 2 years married couple. So, so their child breaks a cup. Their own child, beloved child, breaks a cup. What will be their reaction? It is a very expensive crockery set. Although the father, it is the own beloved child, will scold the child, look, we have not even used the set and you have broken the cup, like that. But the grandfather comes from the next door and says, why you are beating this poor child? And he narrates the whole thing. He said, forget, he is a child. Because grandfather has more experience. So that is why Baba says, you are all ancestors. You are very experienced in these things. So as soon as a thought of hiding something arises, supposing that cup was broken on the way by the husband himself. And the wife would say, how it broke, he will hide. He will say, I have done nothing. I have done nothing. But all the time he will be having thoughts. This question is going to be asked, what will I reply, and so on. As they say, if you tell a lie, you have to keep a record. What did you say to this person, and next time you may not contradict your own statement. If you tell truth, you don't have to keep a record. Similarly, all negative thoughts have fast speed. So that is why the deities did not have too many thoughts. Waste thoughts also, they are too many because you can think of past, you can think of future, you can think of others more than yourself. These days, because the eyes look only outward, so we can have formed opinions about everyone. This one is so much. When Brother Brij Mohan was sitting, his rose was not in the right direction, and so on. I mean something, because we have got a very good critical eye. We have become auditors. And therefore, you can find fault everywhere. This is dirt here in Gyan Sarovar, this food is half cooked. So, if you go on finding fault with almost everything, of course there will be flaws. What will you get in return is a bundle of thoughts which will make you uneasy. So, in my own interest, what I am supposed to do is to spend time on, Baba says, churning the knowledge. Because if you churn water, you are not going to earn anything. If you churn milk, you may get butter. Okay? And once you get butter, you cannot mix it back into the buttermilk. Its property has changed. So the churned Gyan will be a great source of inspiration for you. In addition, don't spend time on thinking about others. So for the 1 hour or half an hour that we fix for ourselves, we should see. During that period, you will get a good sampling of your thoughts for the whole day. So you will see why I am thinking of so. No, why this is like that. So you will get time to think about yourself. What are the obstacles in my way? Is it my laziness? It is my carelessness? Is it my past, full of past sanskaras? Is it my body? I am more very conscious about my body and health and all that. Or is it any other social fear? Many things can be there. But each one have to think about ourselves. And this knowledge is so powerful. Baba says it has solution for everything. I am perfect teacher, and even a person lying on floor can fly. This is such knowledge. But we have to use it and not say, Baba, I am lying on floor, you make me fly. No, it will not be like that. Baba can only guide you. So, it comes to that if we keep in our mind our original nature, I am silence. I am a silent soul. I speak Om Shanti many times. Whether I speak Om Shanti in a state of silence or not, or I just utter it as a salutation. Om Shanti, you didn't reply me. Did you not hear me? Om Shanti. That is not the Om Shanti, okay? Acha. Then, also, we have, Baba says, you have not only to be in silence, create vibrations of silence. So we can only create vibrations of silence when we are in silence. When we are ourselves not in silence, we have got other type of vibrations emanating out of us. We can't do that also. So everything is dependent on the other. Baba says if a Brahmin even observes the daily routine faithfully, normal daily routine, this time I have to get up, this time I have to go to Amrit Vela, this time I have to do class. Even that helps. And if you break that, even that will create disturbance in a Brahmin's mind because something you will find missing. Say, you don't attend to Murli class one day and then you come for breakfast. You will yourself feel, I am an unbathed person. All other have taken their shower, I am an unbathed person. You will have that feeling. Your conversation will also be trying to cover up your missing. So, one very important word Baba has said in this Murli, that attention is the cure for tension. Now we say tension, this word is for other people in the world. They are very tense. We are giving lectures on stress-free management. How can we be tense? But you notice, all the things that we are doing, are we doing in a very natural, relaxed, easy way, comfortably, in a royal manner, enjoying everything? Even our walk from my room to the dining hall is enjoyable, or it is full of some subtle type of tension. I am late for dinner, I am hurrying up, and I have other thoughts when I am eating my food. So in a sense, today every person, even taking a shower is tension, wearing your clothes is tension. So much so, if you are given a form to fill, small form, we think a big mountain has come, filling this form, how difficult it is. And every small thing looks difficult. And when you are high stage, you are happy, every big thing looks small. So we have to see, are we enjoying every bit of our life? Even any obstruction comes, are we enjoying that? Or any delay, anything, any change of climate, everything, are we able to enjoy? Or we are just hopping from one routine of life to another, even wearing of the shoes. Sometimes say, what is this? It's not getting, my foot is not getting in. Shoes goes out, things fall from your hand. So all those things, when they are showing concentration, a tightrope walker is walking and everybody feels he will fall, or you carry a glass full of water and you move about. If you are in perfect state of yoga or tension, it will not fall. But this is only practice. If we naturally do that. So Baba has told us the final stage is of our effort. I should be able to take my mind to wherever I want for as much time I want, and to bring it back also easily. You see, that is the test of my control over my mind. Not that I can take my mind but I cannot bring it back. It goes on sticking to the same thought. Just as you are playing a cassette for meditation, yogi bano, jnani bano, and suddenly the cassette sticks at yogi and it says yogi, 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 yogi. What will happen? You may be reaching Param Dham, you will come back and start looking what is going on. Similarly, Baba has said the word pass. In this drama, every scene is new. No moment is same. So if we even enjoy this passing, it's okay. But if we are stuck on to something, we want to hold on to something which we cannot, it's passing, then you will find the mind is not in my control. Lastly, the difference between a ghost and an angel. Ghost and an angel. Both are powerful, both are subtle. The ghost enters you without permission and it doesn't come out. Like anger. Anger will never seek your permission. May I come in? And it will not go out. So, And the angel is easy and it is only benefacting. It will not cause any harm to anyone and easily it will, like a shadow, it will move. But ghost, it will possess you. So similarly, we have to see our mind is acting ghost-like or angel-like. So you will find all negative things or weaknesses, maybe it our past habits, we have not burnt our old accounts, or it is our laziness, or whatever, or thinking of someone and then keep on thinking somebody insults me. Even today it has happened to me. Somebody insults you. Now that person has insulted. Or somebody says something wrong about you. I start feeling disturbed. Now who is in the wrong? The one who is telling lie about me or myself? So I will take one more minute. Supposing somebody says, Brother Brij Mohan is a thief. There was a watch here and he was the only person, he has stolen the watch. What should I do? If I am not a thief, I am not a thief. This person is telling wrong. So who will suffer? Who should suffer the consequences of wrong action? He or me? He. So I should not be disturbed. He is telling lie, he will suffer. And supposing really I am a thief, even then also I should not bother. He is telling the truth about me. So in both cases, there is no reason for my being disturbed. So what we do is we start taking other people's remarks on us seriously. And Baba in a recent Murli has said people will talk a lot about, don't bother. So therefore, we have to train our mind. It is our mind, not mind's eye, but it is my mind. Keep it as your creation. And as Baba has said, spend 1 hour or half an hour every day, particularly to watch your thoughts. And that will help you for the rest of your thoughts, next day also. Automatically, each one we have to make our own program to finish waste thoughts and tell Baba, silence of the mind is in my practical life. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
विश्व शांति का लेकर नारा करता चल तू शांति दान। विश्व शांति का लेकर नारा करता चल तू शांति दान। सबसे ऊंचा दान यही है, इससे बड़ा ना कोई वरदान। सबसे ऊंचा दान यही है, इससे बड़ा ना कोई वरदान। विश्व शांति का लेकर नारा।